you give some sobering statistics, and I'm sure they've probably changed since then. But when we're talking about poverty, what kind of percentage of the population are we talking about, and how much are they actually living on? Let's go world, and then let's bring it down into the United States.
Yeah, brother, I don't have all the data at my fingertips to give you those numbers, but depending on how you define it, the World Bank often uses a poverty line, and they keep changing it because of inflation and so on. But I think right now, I think it's $3.10 per day. And so they ask what percentage of the world is living under $3.10 per day. And I think we're at something like 35 to 40% right now. But don't hold me those numbers. It's been a while. Yeah, okay, it's been a while. But it's interesting. It's hard to get all these ideas across. The reality of it is, in a 25-year period from 1990 to 2015, in a 25-year period, the percentage of people living below $1.90 per day, which is considered extreme poor, was reduced by 50%. That's an unbelievable accomplishment. I'm going to repeat it. In a 25-year period, the percentage of the world living below $1.90 per day was reduced by 50%. It's one of the greatest accomplishments in all of human history. In a purely material sense, Western capitalism totally rocks at solving material poverty. Is it perfect? Of course not. But the truth is that you take Western-style capitalism with Western institutions and you spread them to the rest of the world through the process of globalization, as places like India and China adopt those institutions and practices, economic growth does happen, and economic growth does trickle down over time to help very poor people. And so if you want to reduce material poverty, I would say promote Western-style capitalism as fast as you can. The problem is that material prosperity is not the same as human flourishing. And what we're seeing is anxiety and depression are exploding in Western civilization. And so we've got the stuff, we've got the material prosperity, but we're not flourishing. And what we're also seeing is that even as places like India and China are experiencing rapid economic growth, but adopting Western-style institutions, even as material poverty is plummeting, anxiety and depression are also increasing in those places. So we're exporting both the good and the bad of Western civilization. It's because we're working on the wrong anthropology. And so we need a flourishing economy. We need, my view would be, a particular kind of capitalism, but it's got to look different because it's not promoting human flourishing.
Well, I want to ask you
there's a lot to
about those books.
Brother.
I mean, there's so much that's there. And some of our people right now are going, you lost me. I'm not an economist, but me personally, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now because I want to get into this stuff because I find this absolutely fascinating. But I want to break it down into where our people are.
Okay, sorry.
No. Nothing to be sorry about. This is awesome stuff. And I think we all need to have our minds stretched a little bit to think it through. But